Alright guys, so here is our Ableton rig. I'm sitting in my office, and I've got it all hooked up, so I can just talk y'all through it, and it should be the same hookup on Sunday. So pretty simple, and I'll step by step walk y'all through it, and y'all be able to see it. I always set up the MacBook first, so I set the Mac on whatever Jordan is going to run it, so I would set it on probably the table that we use for breakfast. Right beside her, so I'd set the computer there and then plug the power in. I've forgotten that before, and that's not good, so don't forget to plug the power in. So you get that plugged in, the computer's good. This is the Focusrite. This is the hardware, the piece of hardware that we used. It takes the signal in and splits it into all of our different channels. So I will have it with the computer, and all you do is I set it underneath that table, and then I plug the power cord in, which is right here, to power. And then this is a firewire cable that'll be with it, and it plugs in right here. Okay, firewire out, and then it'll go into the computer through this Thunderbolt. Now this little adapter right here I always have in the front pocket of my backpack, so it should be in there. I hooked this up a minute ago while Ableton and everything was running, and it did not pop up, and I restarted my computer and it recognized it. So if you get this hooked up, the way to know how it's recognizing this is called a Focusrite Sapphire. Sapphire Pro 40 is what it is. And so what you do, there's a software that has to be running. This is it right here. It's called Sapphire Mix Control. I'm gonna quit and we'll open it. So I just search, let me take all this out. Okay, so I pop up the little search window right up here. Okay, and then I'll search Sapphire, FF. It'll pop up. Double click on the application right there. It's gonna pop up, anonymous usage data. Don't show this message again. Okay, now this pops up like a mixer. If it's not recognizing the actual console, then this will pop up and say no hardware connected. But because it is popped up, I know that that it is working correctly. Okay, so now this, because I just got this computer, it's new. Last week I had to set this up. All these line outputs, this should say DAW 3. DAW means Digital Audio Workspace. So this is telling this software where it is sending this output to. So this should be, I'm going to save it, so it should be good to go whenever y'all mess with it. If it's not, it should say DAW 3, DAW 4, DAW 5, DAW 6, DAW 7, DAW 8, DAW 9, and DAW 10. Okay, so that is where line output 3, line output 4, line output 5, all those outputs on the hardware are, it's sending them, it's receiving them from Ableton is our digital audio workstation, so it's receiving them from these. So this should be good. I'm gonna save it right now. Let's name it Ableton. Ableton Live, and document save. Okay, so it should just pop that up. I've never had okay, saved it to hardware, should be good to go. You shouldn't have to do that. Okay, now that I know the Sapphire is connected and working, December 20th is where our Ableton file is right on the desktop. Double click that. Project, double click that, and double click this. This will pop up our Ableton file. Okay, perfect. Okay, this is all of our different tracks within Ableton for this week. I go up to Live right here in Preferences, and then this audio output, it's gotta say Sapphire. So see that Sapphire 20 in, 20 out? Click on that. Now it knows that, oh, I'm using the Sapphire for the audio output. Okay, so now when I go over here, it should give me all, see how it's giving me 10 outputs. That's how I know that it is sending it to the Sapphire. Okay, 1 and 2 are stereo out, so we skip 1 and 2 and we go 3. Each color is different, so this one's gonna be 3, this one's gonna be 4. All the whites are gonna be 5, all these light blues are gonna be 6, and this lead guitar is gonna be 7. Okay, so 3, 4, 5, 5, 5. Oop. Okay, this takes just a second, but I'm gonna save it once I get it done, so y'all shouldn't have to do this. That's all 5. Okay, and this is gonna go 6, 6, 6. It's kind of hard to see through my phone here, but 6, and this is gonna be 7. Okay. Now this is the tricky part. This should be correct. Now, these purple cables, okay, are what we hook up to the back of this, back of the Focusrite, and they go into the snake. These are labeled 1 through 6. There's 6 of them. Okay, so instead of them being labeled 3 through 8 or whatever, they're labeled 1 through 6. Okay, so sorry about the camera moving around. Okay, so here's all the ends. We have 6 of them. Okay, there's our 6 ends. These are labeled 1 through 6. The other mic cable ends of them are labeled 1 through 6 as well. Okay, so this is the thing you have to get right. This is labeled, let's see, that's number 6. Okay, I've got them marked on here. This is 5, this is 3, 4, 1, and 2. Alright, so now I'm going to set this down right here so y'all can see what we got going on. Okay, so now when I hook these up, 1 and 2 are stereo out, so they don't work. Okay, this is 1 and 2, it doesn't work. So I've got to hook number 1. Let me find number 1. 5, 6. Number 1. Okay, number 1 will go in 3. Okay, 2 and 4. 3 and 5. 4 and 6. 5 and 7. 6 and 8. Okay, just like that. Okay, that's how you want it. Okay, 1 to 3, 2 to 4, just in order: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But you start with number 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so that's gonna send them where you want them, and then your other ends, 1 through 6, are gonna go in the snake. So click will be channel 1, Q's will be channel 2, your loop will be channel 3, your pad loop is 4, and then your lead guitar channel you want to plug in the lead guitar channel, which would be number 5. Okay, in theory we're not running 6 channels out of Ableton. Sometimes we have background vocals and we're not running those. So lead will be in cable number 5. Okay, so you plug number 5 into the lead channel, and that's the whole rig. Okay, so after I get it set up, I asked Gordon if he can check it for me. As you can see, Noel has click, Q's, loop, 1 pad loop right here, and lead, so it's going to have everything in it. It's not going to play right now because I'm running all of these to a different output. Okay, so it's not going to play through my speakers because it's not, I haven't told it to play through my speakers. Okay, so see, it's playing, but there's nothing happening. Now if I change this right here, let's say I change click to number 1, it's still not going to work because I have this on the Sapphire. Okay, I don't have it on. This would be my computer that's built-in output. So it's on Sapphire. It's only shooting audio to the Sapphire. Okay? Sorry that's a 10-minute video. It's long, but it's kind of, I wanted to be detailed so y'all would know exactly how it works and how we run it. Okay? So I think that's it. Okay? If you have any questions, I'll have my phone. But it should, I'm going to save these settings and it should pop up just like this. Awesome. Thank y'all guys.